Hello sir, I am Mr. Wayne, a representative here on the behalf of Warner Brothers.
Let's not stand on ceremony here, Mr. Wayne.
You recently uploaded a video on greatest DC movie villains. Well, as good as it is, I'm afraid we've had to block it on copyright grounds.
I'm here to fulfill YouTube's destiny.
Quite. But I am afraid that as we own the rights to the video clips that you used, I am now in charge of your video.
Do you feel in charge?
We could pay you for your work.
And this gives you power over me?
What is this?
Your money and infrastructure have been important. Till now.
What are you?
I am YouTube's reckoning, here to end the borrowed time you've all been living on.
You're evil.
I'm necessary evil.
Okay guys, so I'm very sorry for that absolutely terrible skit. In my head that was quite funny, but I'm sure when you're watching it, it's not. But the point is, I recently made a video on the top 5 DC movie villains. Now, I spent about a week fine-tuning it and making it right. I downloaded a load of video clips to put in after every character that I spoke about. I'll put in a little maybe minute or 2 minute clip from their respective movies just to kind of give you an idea of why I chose those characters. Now, the second it was uploaded, it was blocked and taken away by Warner Brothers, which is fine. You know, it's all copyright, and I made a mistake by using those. I shouldn't have done it, basically. So the video is gone, but what I am doing is I've managed to download it, because once I finished editing, for some reason I delete everything and I can't get it back again. But I have downloaded the original video and I'm going to re-edit that and upload it. So there will be no video clips in there, but you will notice as you're watching it, it's not, the editing's quite off because I use some cuts and stuff and they're not as fluid as what they were originally, because I'm having to cut around the video clips that I used wrongly. Yeah, so basically after this little video you'll see the actual video itself. I just thought I'd explain it, you know, because like I say, I spent a lot of time making it and I was really impressed by it, but obviously it's gone forever now and this is the newer version. So yeah, the point of that little stupid skit was just me trying to be funny. So I'm going to give you over to Aaron now and enjoy the video. I recently made a video on my top 5 MCU villains where I, surprise surprise, count down my 5 favourite villains from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as giving you the reasons as to why. Go and check that out, it was one of my favourite videos that I've made. Now, I think it is only fair to balance out this comic book to movie villains favouritism. I'm a huge DC fan and always have been, despite the majority of the movies being quite terrible. The problem I have that the DCU has very limited villains, so I'm going to choose from the plethora of evildoers across all live action DC movies, but not the animated ones. So sorry to Mark Hamill, who is, in my opinion, the best Joker. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get on with it.
And here we go.
At number 5, I have Sinestro, played by Mark Strong in the very terrible 2011 Green Lantern movie. Now, although he's not really a villain as such until the very end credit scenes, spoiler alert, Mark Strong's presence on screen is really, really good, and it really makes that film a lot better than what it really could have been. He's so good as Sinestro, and you can see throughout the whole movie just that kind of villainous side to him that he will eventually get when he becomes a Yellow Lantern. I think it's a great performance, and like I say, that movie was terrible. No way it would have got a sequel, but if it did and he went on to play the evil Sinestro, it would have been amazing. I really wish we could have seen that, but we didn't. That's why I put him at number 5, because we only see him for a brief moment. At number 4, I have General Zod from Man of Steel, played by the amazing Michael Shannon. That guy is just great, and he really sells it as a villain. He really makes the movie so much more. I know I said that about the last actor, but they really do. When you get someone that can jump into a character so well and they boost the movie, it really helps. Even when they're the villain, it just makes the movie come together. Michael Shannon is great. He does so much better than the 70s version. General Zod is just a sadistic madman, and he really plays off well with Henry Cavill's Superman. It's just a great movie, and he is a great, great villain. Number 3 is Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman from Batman Returns. Not the greatest of movies, but those two movies from that era are, in my opinion, really good. She really brings a ferociousness to that role. She really hams it up, but it's so good. She's so seductive yet evil. You get drawn into her character. When she's very mild-mannered Selena Kyle, and then she has that accident and turns into Catwoman, it's just great. She just brings everything to life, and again, like I say, she really hams it up, but in that kind of film, that's what is needed, and she is absolutely amazing. She's even better than Danny DeVito's Penguin, and a good match for Batman. Sticking with the Michael Keaton Batman movies, my number 2 is Jack Nicholson's Joker. Now, before I begin, I just want to preface by saying I wanted to choose just one Joker. He's my favourite villain across all movies, but I think it's only fair just to pick one, and it was a hard choice. I love Cesar Romero from the 60s. Heath Ledger, what more can you say? He made it much more iconic. Jared Leto tried, but for me, Jack Nicholson is the best on-screen Joker that we've had, because he kind of, if you ignore the 60s one, he did it first and he made it his own. He was Jack Nicholson in that movie, but he was Jack Nicholson as the Joker, and it was just mind-blowing. It's one of my all-time favourite movies. Maybe I'm being a bit biased because of that. Just go and watch that performance. He just oozes Joker, and it's not the best origin of the Joker because, spoiler alert, he killed Bruce Wayne's parents. That's weird, but the actual Joker character itself, just amazing. And number 1, I've gone for Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. Again, I can hear people screaming out there, why is he number 1? This is just my opinion, remember that. I really liked The Dark Knight Rises. It was not the best movie out of the trilogy, but for me, I don't know what it is. I really enjoy it, I really like it, and I love Tom Hardy as Bane. I make no secret about I've got a kind of a weird man crush on Tom Hardy. What I mean by that is every movie he is in, I love. I think he's great. And as Bane, as a more kind of realistic, real world Bane, he's just amazing. I don't know what else to say. I just love it. I think it's a great performance. I love the mask. I think it's great. It's just brilliant. For me, it is just, it tops all the other villains. I'm not sure why. I could try and find many reasons. That would be difficult. Like I say, it's just, I love Tom Hardy. I think that's a great performance. So if you want to shout at me in the comments, feel free, but that's my opinion. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 DC live action villains. It was a hard list to do because there are so many, and trying to whittle it down to just 5 is a difficult task. Again, I can hear you screaming out there because maybe you don't agree with me. I'd like to know what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. Are there some that I've missed out that maybe I should have put on the list? Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give me a like and maybe subscribe to my channel. I do have a podcast where I talk all movie news every week. It's called Up and At Them, and it can be found on the Podbean app as well as Spotify. Thank you for watching.